So this is a process that is going to help you stay on track with your goals. It's something that I like to teach my clients who really want to take action in achieving those goals. And it's something that has helped me personally, and also not just to focus on goals, but also to help me get a good night's sleep. So even those clients that want a better night's sleep often find this process really beneficial for them. And it could be because you're allowing your mind to process things in such a way that allows you just to sleep through for the night. Perhaps it's because you're just putting things to bed, so you're not going over them again and again. Though, to bring it back to that goal of yours, sometimes the mind can just get so distracted that we forget to work on our ability to focus on what we want. And sometimes we can just get lost in the routine of the day, of this day to day life. And sometimes it feels like a struggle to create that change that we want to have happen because our attention is everywhere but on the change that we actually want. So, this is a process, a really simple and effective process that allows us to easily bring that focus back to what we want to achieve without the struggle. So, hi, if we haven't met yet, my name is Amy Cinnamon. I'm a hypnotist and a personal development coach, and I help people to reduce stress and anxiety and take back control of their lives in those areas that might have seemed out of your control before. Now, what I'm about to guide you through is it's essentially a process for personal review of your own progress towards your goals, towards those outcomes that you want to have. And this process it's something that has been modeled from the writings of Benjamin Franklin and it involves having a daily review of the way you behave, the way you experience life, using three particular filters. Now, these three filters, these different perspectives, these different ways at looking at a situation allows us to change how we think and how we feel. Those filters, those three filters, if you like, we call them filters, is the first one is having this detached observation. So it's like a bit like being a fly on the wall. You're observing, but you're completely emotionally unattached to the situation. There's this celebration and congratulation, and well, that's exactly what I said it is. It's this congratulating yourself. It's this celebration. It's this giving yourself a pat on the back in those moments when it's needed. Because far too often we achieve great things, even those moments throughout the day on a day-to-day basis, we're achieving great things, we're taking those steps towards the things that we want to have happen, and we simply just don't take the time to congratulate ourselves for it. We don't give ourselves the praise that we deserve. And of course, that can be for many reasons, which I'll cover in another video, but for right now, it's that acknowledgement, it's that filter of acknowledgement, of celebration. And then we have a filter of constructive criticism, this reappraisal, where we can take another look at something from a different angle, where we can identify and find solutions in a positive way. So by going through this program on a regular basis, by going through this system that I'm about to guide you through, it's going to help you to widen your filters for success, so that you're now actually noticing the positive steps that you're making, because sometimes it goes unnoticed, right? We've made steps and we're just oblivious to the progress that we've made. And sometimes it takes that moment of looking back to see how far you've come. And then it's about reinforcing what you do well. So when we reinforce what we do well, when we praise, when we give ourselves that congratulations, we build self-confidence, which means you'll now recognize opportunities that you can act on in a way that supports your goal. Because when we have confidence to take action, to take the steps towards the things that we want, change happens. It's also going to help you to enhance your ability to learn from situations and experiences where you might have liked it to have been different, where you might have wanted things to go a little bit different for you, when it might not have worked out so well, instead of seeing them as a failure, it's now looking at them, how do I learn from that? What can I do differently? And it's really allowing yourself to become aware of how you would have liked to have dealt with them differently, which means you are continuously improving every step of the way. So before we get started here, become aware of your actual goal, like the thing that you actually are working towards, the thing that you actually want to achieve. Whether that is as simple as a good night's sleep, or perhaps you want to be more confident more of the time when it comes to having those meetings at work with your boss. Or perhaps it's you want to be more confident when it comes to going to the gym, or perhaps it's about losing weight for you. Perhaps it's about something else. What do I know? You just become aware of what is that thing that you want to achieve. Perhaps it's just an emotional state of being more calm, being more relaxed, being more composed and at ease. Where perhaps it is something where it's that public speaking, standing on a stage, whatever that goal is for you, just take a moment to become aware of your own goal. And in the next few moments, make time to get comfortable so that you can just be in a space for the next few minutes where you can close your eyes and give this all of the attention, all of your attention, without any distractions, without any interruptions. So make sure that you're in a safe place to do this. Now, like I said before, this is something I like to do before I go to sleep, though any time of the day works for this just as well. So now that you're in a comfortable position, just bring your attention to a time when you felt relaxed. Just taking a moment just to turn your attention inwards and just perhaps becoming aware of a time when you felt so relaxed in your mind and body. Just taking a moment just to remember where you were, what you were doing, what you could see, hear, and feel. Just really get a sense of that relaxation in whatever way is right for you. And as you've done that for yourself, take a nice, deep, full breath in, filling your lungs all the way to the top. Hold it for a second if you can, and then just breathe on out. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close all the way down if you haven't already, and just really allow yourself to just sink in to that relaxation. As you breathe in and breathe out, just continue to relax with every breath that you take. Just allowing yourself to continue to relax with every word that I say as we go through this process. Even allowing the spaces in between my words to help you to relax into this process here today. And as you continue to do that in your own way, I want you to begin to imagine, begin to allow yourself just to observe the past 24 hours as if you can be like a fly on the wall to your own day. Just replaying the entire 24 hours from the moment you woke up all the way to now. Just replaying the last 24 hours like a fly on the wall, completely emotionally unattached. You're in an observing position. And just allow the previous 24 hours to play out in whatever way is right for you. And as you do that now, I want you to observe how you behaved in the many different situations, different events that have unfolded throughout the day. Just noticing those things and observing those things that happened that you did or didn't do that supported you in achieving your goal. Even taking a moment to become aware of and observe those opportunities to make progress towards your goal that you didn't take. Noticing what you can notice as you observe yourself going through the past 24 hours. Noticing how you respond, how you behave in the different situations, and how they perhaps supported or didn't support that goal of yours. Good. And as you've done that for yourself, rewind the day again or skip it right back to the beginning. And this time, you're coming from that perspective of that celebration setting. So just take this moment to set your filters to notice what went well for you and play the day out. And this time, bring your attention to recognize and acknowledge the thoughts, the behaviours, the words you said, the things you did, the actions you took that helped you, that supported you, and just take a moment to notice, to celebrate them, to praise them in some way. Noticing those steps that you took throughout the day that supported you in achieving your goal. No matter how big, no matter how small, celebrate those achievements, those small wins, those big wins. Congratulate yourself for all of those circumstances, all of those situations in which you succeeded in making progress. Again, no matter how big, no matter how small, really celebrate them. Like, give yourself a pat on the back. Like, take your hand and give yourself a pat on the back for the progress. Do a little dance. Like, have a big smile on your face. Laugh about it. Clap your hands. Like, whatever is right for you. Just take a moment, give yourself a thumbs up. Like, that's always a good one, whatever is right for you. Just really allow yourself to notice those positive aspects of your entire day. And just really take a moment to enjoy those moments of recognition now. Good. Now, rewind it back again. So skip it back all the way back to the beginning of your day so that you're right back at the very start. And this time, you're setting your filters to notice the situations in which you would have liked to have handled it differently. So the situations that you would have liked to have handled differently, that is what I want you to now look out for. So this is that reappraisal. This is like looking at it again, like, where can we improve? How can this have been better? Like, look for those moments that stand out to you throughout the day to improve on in order to support you achieving your goal. Notice for each situation, notice how you thought, how you felt, and how you behaved in those situations that you would have liked to have done differently. And I don't know what that is for you, only you know. Just become aware of those moments now that you can look upon, that you can observe and think, that could have been better. I could have responded differently in that way. This would have been better if X, Y, and Z. So just become aware of those now. Noticing what you can notice. And then rewind it back, skip it back, all the way back to the beginning. So you're right at the very start of your day again. And this time, you're going to allow yourself to go through it the entire day again, going through those events, but this time it's in the way that you want it. As if you can see yourself responding, thinking, feeling in the ways that you want to. So in those specific moments where you would have liked it to have been different, come across those moments now and behave in exactly the way that you want to. So if it's a moment where you might have got a bit frustrated or maybe said the wrong thing, Go into that moment now, only this time feeling calm and in control, saying exactly the right thing. Make sense? So go through that process now. Seeing yourself thinking, feeling, and behaving in the way that is just right for you. Noticing how it changes and transforms and enriches those situations, how it has this domino effect. Notice how by you changing, it has this knock-on effect and everything else around you begins to change. And taking your time with this to really allow the day to play out in the way that you would have liked it to have been. And as you observe yourself going through the day in the way that you would have liked it to have been, making those adjustments, making those improvements to perhaps even just the way you stand, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you talk, those feelings that you can feel, making those adjustments, shifting them into the positive. Now you have done that for yourself. This time, when you are ready, having that scene playing right from the beginning, playing the day out right from the beginning, only this time you're not observing yourself going through the day. Now you step into that version of you so that you are fully associated into it, so that you can relive that entire day now as if through your own eyes, your own body, your own ears, and just fully re-experience those situations, those moments, responding in these new and different ways that are right for you. Noticing what it feels like as you experience this for yourself now. Not just enjoying reliving the day, but just enjoying it in the way that is exactly right for you. Really allow yourself to enjoy reliving the day, making it even better, noticing how it transforms and enriches those situations where it used to be that old issue, where now there you are doing things differently in this new and improved way. Congratulations. So you have now completed that process, which is something that you can come back to at any point. I did it there for the past 24 hours. You could do it for the past 6 hours. Doesn't matter. It's a reflection process. The time frame is completely up to you. So thank you for enjoying this process with me. If you haven't yet liked and subscribed to my channel, do it now. That way, when I add more good stuff, you'll be the first to know. So this is Amy Cinnamon Hypnosis. Again, thank you for being here. Please leave a comment about how you found that process, how well it works for you, and yeah, just keep me updated. Let me know how well it goes.